And we are back here at 8:07 a.m. on this Friday morning. It's a Champagne Friday here. 30 degrees outside. High today should be about 67 or so. Bright sunshine. It's going to be a nice day, that's for sure. Well, as promised, we have some guests in the studio this morning, and, of course, James Nesmith, the head man of the Science Spectrum. Good morning, James.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Well, we've just been pretty good. Well, I just keep hearing great things about the Science Spectrum. You're doing one heck of a job over there.
We've got a lot going on over there these days.
You do. Always something new, and I drive by there a lot, and I get there once in a while and go to the IMAX theater.
I see that, yeah.
But I see a lot of cars in the parking lot, so more than there used to be. Hey, and you repainted the airplane.
We did
you?
repaint the airplane.
Boy, thank
recently.
you, because it was needing a paint job real bad.
New decals and all, the whole works.
That's
yeah.
great.
So, is this the biggest event of the year?
No, our biggest event of the year is actually our Critter Fest event in the summer.
Yes.
And but this is probably in the top 3 or 4. And we've been doing BubbleFest now at the Science Spectrum. We've been doing it for about 15 years, not necessarily every year consecutively, but off and on over the last 15 years. We've brought in many different bubble performers. There are a limited number of professional bubbleologists all around the country that come and do shows, but we have a brand new performer this year that we've never had, and by far the youngest performer that we've ever had come and be a part of the BubbleFest. And so we have Blaise Ryndes that's going to be with us this year, and he is 17 from Tampa, Florida.
And he's sitting in studio.
He is here today.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Well, we're good. It didn't even bring any bubbles. I wanted to see bubbles.
If we step outside in the parking lot, we
I
can
was
see
gonna
some
say,
bubbles.
we
The
got some
audience
out there.
has a hard time seeing bubbles through the radio, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but we could see it, and then we could describe it.
Well, you can bring him up on YouTube here in just a second. And you can
Yeah, there
I'll
you
do
go.
that.
That's
I'll
right.
do that.
Yeah, and you were on America's Got Talent?
Yeah, actually, it aired over the summer. They had me out there in Los Angeles, and they said that 70,000 people auditioned this season, but they only took 250 to see the celebrity judges. So I was really honored to be a part of that group of 250 people. And I performed. I put Tyra Banks inside of a bubble and got a standing ovation, and that aired on NBC.
That's cool.
Super. So, what can we say? Tell us about the show.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Or, I mean, I don't even know that it is a show. I mean,
It is, absolutely,
You're
yeah.
there all day.
Yeah, we're going to be doing 3 shows on Saturday.
Okay.
And,
what time are those shows on Saturday?
James?
So the event, the BubbleFest event, is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's the whole day that the museum is open tomorrow and Saturday. But the bubble shows specifically that Blaise is going to be doing are at 11:30, 2, and 4. And they are about 35, 40-minute shows. But then off and on, the rest of the day, your one price for museum admission gets you into the museum, but it also gets you into all of the other BubbleFest activities. BubbleFest is not solely just a show. We have lots of hands-on activities, bubble experiments, other bubble creation and art things you can do. So you can play with giant bubbles. You can make bubble formulas. You can make your own bubble wands.
Oh, geez.
You can put yourself in a bubble. We do science experiments with bubbles. We have another show that our education demonstration staff that's more of a science show we call Exploding Bubbles. So we have a different show that we do that's more of a science demonstration.
How long does it take you to clean up after the bubble shows?
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours, yes. So it's a great fun event, and it's really grown in popularity. People love it. People of all ages love coming and seeing and playing with bubbles, not just kids. I mean, you can come out, even if you don't have a kid with you, you're welcome to come and be there. But it's
kids
a great,
really love it.
Yeah, absolutely. But for no more than a normal day of visiting the Science Spectrum as far as price goes, you can come and do the BubbleFest activities on top of that as well.
Fantastic. So, Blaise, you've got 11 shows this Saturday, 11:30, 2, and 4?
Yes.
3 shows,
Okay.
yep.
Tell us about the shows.
Well,
And what people can expect to see.
Well, what people can expect to see is just a really cool multimedia presentation with bubbles. I'm also a magician and a juggler, so we'll be throwing some of that in there as well. But things with LEDs and smoke inside of bubbles and things that I've ever not even done in front of a crowd before. So we're excited to debut some things. So it's really cool coming from Tampa. This is my first time in Lubbock, and it's such a pretty city, and it's just really an honor to be here.
Yeah. So, and if they want a little bit, like you were saying earlier, if they want to see a little bit of kind of what you do, you can look you up on YouTube.
Absolutely,
Or the America's Got Talent performance is probably on there as well.
Yeah, I've got that on my website as well. That's spheresbubbleandmagicshow.com, or my name, Blaise Ryndes, as well. Look that up.
spheresbubbleandmagicshow.com. All right. So what we want to do, we want to give some tickets away. We got a couple family 4-packs here that we're going to give away, and I know that a lot of people love going to BubbleFest. So caller number 3 right now is going to get some tickets. They're going to get a four people pass into the
This is Science Spectrum.
BubbleFest. The Science Spectrum includes the museum. It includes everything as far as the BubbleFest is concerned.
That's right.
So caller number 3.
So you want them to call right now?
Right now.
770-770-5790 is the number.
Yeah.
So, again, 11:30, 2 and 4 are the shows.
But
people can come to the Science Spectrum all day tomorrow. Huh?
Right.
And all the other things that the Science Spectrum offers is still there, right?
Right. So 10 to 6 are our normal museum hours tomorrow, and so that's the event is the entire day. And so in addition to, obviously, all the hands-on, we'll have another 12 to 15 hands-on science and activity bubble-related stations, and again, the other show. But you can see the normal Science Spectrum Museum. We've got the Clifford the Big Red Dog exhibit for preschool children right now, the aquariums and live animals. So all of those things are included with that same one ticket, which is $8 for adults, $6.50 for a child or a senior adult, to see all of BubbleFest and the entire Science Spectrum Museum tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
I wish I was going to be
You don't
here.
want to miss it. So
that will be a fun deal. No question about it. So, Blaise, I bet we wish you. Well, we don't wish you luck. You're a pro.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, so you say break a leg instead?
Yeah, there you go. That's the proper.
Pop a bubble?
Yeah, pop a bubble.
Yeah.
Okay, let us take our 8:15 break this morning, and thank you guys greatly for coming out. And we'll give. You want to give those others away a little later on?
Yeah,
we'll do
got
that.
one more. We got one more set to give away a little bit.
Well, thank you
we'll
very
do
much
that.
for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Right, thanks a lot. 8:15 here on KFYO Mornings. Dave King, Matt Martin. We'll be back after this.